morning, everybody. Today we are having the grand finals for our Volan Valorant tournament. Yesterday was a busy day with a lot of teams competing head-to-head to get to today's grand finals. We have UGA Black versus the Jax's people coming in today to try to win out the tournament.
We did it. We made it. It's all kind of led up to this moment. Yesterday was we just had the pools, we had the beginning of a bracket, but this is the end in sight here. The last game for us to cast here. And it looks like we're headed to Haven Map 1. Which we saw these teams just last night have a 16-14 absolute banger of a map. We're hoping for something similar today.
This will be an intense battle between two very strong teams. We put in entertaining watches for us all yesterday. It should be a good game to see.
Now listen, I was kind of low-key glazing the neon yesterday, but I needed to come back in stronger fashion. It felt like every round or every other round was kind of the same thing. It was, hey, we're going to throw everything at you, and then we're going to cut it all off. But then we're actually just going to slide right back on side about 30 seconds later. So I would like to see a little bit of switch up from them. I mean, even if it's just, hey, we have the neon, let's just run it down for a round and see where it gets us. I mean, you have neon. Wow. A bit of a switch up coming.
Wait.
Wow.
Both sides potentially running into this.
He faked us.
There was a moment there where it looked like we might be getting the neon mirror.
Side on neon would have been a possible world ender.
He does have the aim to make that agent look like it's in a montage. So.
I mean, if we put side on neon, we might watch a Timid edit live.
Watch it in live time.
So you're gonna pause it so it's not actually live.
Yeah. Once it gets
If you pause on Twitch, does it? Okay. Alright, here we go here. Going in round one of the best of 5 grand finals. Or best of 3 grand finals, sorry. Map 1 onto this Haven. Hoping maybe for a similar 16-14, at least from the casting booth here. Some kind of banger map is what I need in these grand finals.
You know, I'd rather have it off rip than at the point we had it at last night. So, right now, I might have the energy for it.
Yeah, it was 12 hours yesterday.
And I had to play before I launched my casting career.
Early aggression onto the B site here. And the spike. Drawing out a lot of the util early on.
Spike, go.
They break the strip for the neon and
Out of charges.
but GGA has answered the call incredibly quickly onto the C site, and Soka gets the opener, but Isco finds 3 onto the C site. A 3v2 early for the side of UGA here.
My camera is destroyed.
I don't believe he found the tag on the camera here, but he obviously spotted out this. They seem to be aware of where Dejan's playing, but he's able to take one down.
Last player standing.
Tense finds it, and everyone on the site low here. 1 bullet to kill all of them at this stage. Double swing. They're able to take round 1, and you can hear how much it means to them trying to win this tournament here as they take the pistol on the defensive side.
You know, I don't know that I love the neon run-in tab B on pistol round. I mean, in your later rounds, after you've kind of conditioned your attack and things like that, it can work to really throw the pace off kilter, but I don't know that I love that for a pistol round strat.
I think it might have done its job at drawing out the util from them, but then UGA was able to immediately get onto that C site and challenge them at the point of entry as side takes out Epoch early into this round too. Cypher puts his trip onto that garage side.
Tripwire destroyed. I must wait a moment.
Places his camera down to get some C intel, isn't able to find it, so he's actually going to fill the gap himself. The attacker's leaning towards garage here. Isco continues to take his walkabout all the way in towards that attacker side, but the attackers have grouped up onto this B site, looking like they might be hitting it soon. Shock dart into the smoke to clear it out. They're going to get onto this B site, and the plant's going to come underway for them. A small victory onto this eco round, assuming they can get it down. And now they enter the 4v5 post plant. Yellow replaces his smoke. There's 2 people in it. Will UGA be ready for this? This will probably be the fight that wins the round, although it looks like the Cypher's getting early aggression. Baze finds one. They try and swing into the smoke, but Zach's there to shut them down. And a nice, easy anti-eco. It was never really in doubt for them. But, you know, from the side of Jack's people, you got 2 kills, you got the spike down. I mean, that's really all you can ask for in an eco situation like this.
I mean, those B-site eco situations or anti-eco situations can get really messy really quick. So I like the patience there to kind of take your time, re-clear angles, let's group up and not let it get too messy.
Yeah. Completely agree. I mean, they were able to kind of halt that aggression that Jack's people went for, and now GA trying to set up, trying to take bonus round, and what would really be an early. This is an early kind of round to start that snowball effect that we saw a lot of yesterday. If they can convert their bonus here. Gonna take his walk down. Once again, we see him take this early aggression onto the C angle, but Baze is going to be holding for this. And the pixel peek not going to come through for him, but he's actually going to re-aggress. Oh, just fires a few shots through the smoke, not going to be able to find anything off of it. And then he backs up behind the box. Just prepping in his util, waiting for his cue to fire it. Jump spot coming through. They should hear this on the side of Jack's people. We'll see how they try and respond to it. Looks like they're getting prepared. Stun comes in, it's going to be their cue to go. And the Neon comes sliding in. Not going to be able to find anything. Isco jumping with the buck. He's able to take one down, but Soka responds with 2 of his own. A third for Soka, 1 for Jax, and DJ closes out the round. So they do their job. They convert that anti-bonus round, and you know the round's kind of going how they should go so far. No thrifties happening, no bonuses being converted. They're playing by the book right now.
I mean, that's the Jax's people special right there. The A main aggression, and then we're all gonna sit right here for a few seconds, and then our Neon's gonna slide on you. You're gonna get hit with a breach drill, breach stun, breach flash. You know, you're gonna get hit with everything at the same time.
Yeah, we saw the strength in them being able to combo their util, at least on that round. We'll see what they can do here. Although the stun coming in with the Tejo missiles, just gonna miss out on any of those A main players. That could have gotten dangerous early in this round. As it looks like, once again, Isco taking his walk all the way down. It seems to be, they must have some kind of read somewhere that he's going to be able to do this all the time. Taking the orb, though, is, I think, going to be heard out by those attackers. But they're going to be forced to re-clear these angles here. I do like the call, immediately recognizing he wasn't able to take it, but the camera is going to spot them out onto the C site. The cage is thrown potentially for him to try and play in here. Looks like potentially a jump spot coming out. He's going to spot 4, but the spam's almost going to take him out. He walks into his cage. He's going to try and take a timing, and he does find the headshot onto Djinn before being taken out by Jax. It's a 4v4 onto the site now. And the shock dart's going to come through under the smoke and find a kill onto Zach, and it's a... Epoch gets a kill, but it's traded up by side, and we have a 3v2 for the attacking side early. But Baze finds one. He's walked all the way to their spawn, and now he's going to try and back up, and through garage side finds the kill.
Spike down, C.
These crucial 1v1s being lost here. but that looks like they might be about to take that 1v1 into garage. Spotted out. He's got to win this fight. Soka is able to win it.
10 seconds left.
He's not. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it in time to get to the spike. He's not going to be able to get it down, and Baze understands that, and the timer's going to run. And that's a 3-1 lead for the side of UGA here. And I mean, I understand what Soka's going for in that 1v2. You're thinking maybe he'll try and trade off of him onto garage, but he doesn't end up going his way, and he's not able to get that spike down in time.
No, I think that's just a smart timing play, and that's exactly what you need in a big grand finals match like this. You have to make all the right decisions. They're not always the flashiest. They're not always going to get you a clip, but they're going to win you the round and maybe even the tournament.
Yeah, and I mean, on this defensive side, getting 3 of these first 4 rounds, they're going to try and attempt to keep that momentum going here. We still see basically a full buy from both sides here. I think a Sheriff online for one of the players, but other than that, I don't know. And UGA so far has made it a note to fight for this A main area, or at least not make it easy for the attackers. So once again, they're going to take their walk up with this Omen here. It's ready. He finds one with the Judge. He finds the second. We see the Judge getting early value in this game. And he's going to TP out, and I mean, just completely gone. They're not going to be able to get any kind of trade off of this. They're just going to fight a 3v5 here. We'll see what they choose to do here. Halo with the spike. Grand finals, I mean, you might even think some teams would make the decision to save here. I think they might try and fight onto this site though. But that smoke's going to come in onto the B side, forcing them to use the cam. Really make sure that it's going to be safe. His smoke just to allow them, creating sort of a smoke line just so he can maybe get the spike down. Although instead they're going to try and aggress onto the angle. Stun's going to come in, but it's just going to miss.
30 seconds left.
I mean, and the UGA has the site surrounded in this 3v5 here. I think the Jax people probably understand that as well. But they are going to be able to get the spike down, and they're going to double up backside. Let's see here. What are they going to be able to find on the side of UGA? Having to fight back onto the site, there's always going to be a little bit of danger. But Isco's going to do a lot to take that out. Halo's going to find one, but Tense clears him out, and Isco gets the other. And once again, a successful retake from the side of UGA right here.
I mean, yeah, it's the same thing we saw a couple rounds ago, right? I mean, it's that B take, and it can get really messy even when your team is at an advantage. So I like that they're just taking their time, maybe throw a little bit of util, but we're going to group up, we're going to fight our angles together.
Yeah, you can tell they've made it a note to clear all these angles out. Be diligent on their retakes. It's what they showed their strength of being yesterday, was their pace and their slowness, more meticulous play. It's coming to fruition here as well. An early 4-1 advantage for them. See what the idea is here. Looks like we might see the attackers heading towards this A site. But we've seen UGA try and fight for this multiple times. And they've been loving throwing this Teho util up on this A angle. I mean, he's used his entire kit in the first 10 seconds of the round. And he's going to be able to spot one out here. And then he's going to swing onto the angle. And Baze takes an early headshot, I believe, through a wall potentially. And down to only 17 health. So we'll see what the call is made here. They cut noise. They're just hanging out in this A main angle. Smoke's going to come in onto main. We'll see what else they're able to find. It doesn't look like... I mean, they're taking... Jax is going to take his walk up towards the garage here. Potentially going to try and create an opening for them. And the smoke comes into garage. That might... Yeah, it is going to draw a rotation for the Cypher here of UGA. And it's actually going to start to draw many. Wait, but the Breach has an idea. Wow, the D-Gen's going to be able to sit him down, but not before he's going to find a kill. But that's what the Judge does, I guess. Oh, but Baze is going to be able to find a headshot, but he's going to be traded out. Isco, though, is then going to trade that, and it's a 2v2. Omen and Cypher v. Omen and Cypher here. Onto this A site. We'll see what the plan is. The attacking Omen does have his ult. Could be something to watch out for, but he's going to fall.
Cage trigger. Where is F cage trigger?
All right, they are going to spot him out here.
Left.
He's going to try and fight onto this, but with the Omen backing up, I mean, this round is already taken down by Isco. And now it's 5-1. These rounds continuing to snowball for the side of UGA here. And you could kind of hear it in their voices. They have the passion, but they're able to lock back in quickly. You know, you can pop off for a few seconds, but we're immediately into round 7 here.
I mean, when I had my personal pop-off yesterday, it took me about 4 rounds to get my head back in the game. But, you know, that's the difference between a guy hanging on to his playing career by a platinum thread and people like UGA. So,
like UGA, looking to win this LAN tournament here as we head on to round 7. It looks like the attackers may be favoring towards this B site. Wait, actually, the Neon ult's going to come in on the attacking side, just running into... Gets the breach stun to Util, and he's going to run all the way onto this A site. And Soka's actually going to find the kill onto Baze, but the Neon ult is going to run out. But think about how much of the map that cleared, giving them a free look onto this A site. Unless UGA might try and flood back into this, they have the players here. This fake plant, or the tap of the spike. Jax is going to actually catch Isco.
I know exactly where.
And the Cypher ult's going to come in, but Side's able to find 2 of his own from the heaven angle, just from the smoke going away. He's actually going to take a walk back, maybe thinking better of it. But he is going to look for this here. But Jax is holding the angle. Zach is able to take out Halo, though. Will they expect both to play on this box? What an angle from Soka, and he actually takes out all of them. 5-2 here. That's the way that they halt the momentum, with a thrifty of their own here.
I mean, we've talked about it all weekend. It's a game of momentum, and sometimes those thrifties can just shift it right back in your favor because, you know, if you're on the side of UGA, you're thinking, what in the world went wrong? We are 5-1. We have gun advantage. Where did that one go wrong? So it can start to throw doubts in your mind, but a team like UGA, I mean, you have to log back in pretty quick and just not let that one get to you.
And Isco, I mean, he's looking the part on that Cypher on defense here. He's playing to the strengths perfectly. It's got him to an 11-4 start. But Baze is actually going to find them on that Tejo util towards A. We said that it was dangerous, and it comes to fruition here as the Jet appears to be walking up to A short, maybe trying to take a contact off the Tejo drone. But I don't know if they spotted out the Neon here. And it looks like Side actually might just be tucking into this angle here. The Neon wall trying to draw, but they're actually, it looks like the side for Isco here might actually be walking back, but he's going to go back to that C side. See, Baze is able to find the shutdown onto Jax here, but the rest of these attackers are grouped up here. Isco tries to find his angle, and he's going to be taken out. What's the plan here? He gets the TP out with his Halo. He's able to walk back into this garage area. He avoids the minefield perfectly. And then he's going to take his walk out. They're not going to expect this timing for him. This is their way into the round if they can find it. Finds one. Finds the third. Can he find a third? He finds the third. Huge from Halo here. And all of a sudden, it's just Side in a 1v3 retake. His only advantage is his location. They don't know where he is. They have someone watching for it, though. And he's taken it. And back-to-back rounds found for the side of Jack's people here, starting to find their way into this game, and that round mostly off the back of a huge play from Halo.
I mean, that can be that double-edged sword of that Tejo util, right? I mean, you bombed the entirety of Garage, but Halo tiptoes through the tulip field, just finding his way into a timing in the back line. And I mean, kind of a slow reaction from UGA on the call of, hey, there's someone shooting me in the back of the head.
Yeah, not able to get their heads turned to time. I think they just assumed that the Tejo util had kind of cleared out that area, at least for the time being. But he did a great job of avoiding it. But they keep going for this breach stun into the Tejo missiles. Won't come to fruition here, but I mean, it's been an idea that they've gone for most of the rounds, at least this first half. I mean, because obviously Tejo deserved missiles that have a cooldown on them, but he'll get back in 40 seconds. So we'll see. Aggression looking like it's going to be headed towards the A site here. Camera's going to be placed though. And they're going to continue their walk up to A main, but I mean, UGA has this red here, 4 people onto this A site. It's going to be a dogfight onto the site if this is where they choose to hit. Going to provide the spike, we'll see.
I mean, I've got to take us to the Neon because we know what's about to happen.
We know the stun is going to come in soon. But see, look, potato missile's already back up, going to stop them from really being able to get out of this. But all of the defenders are here. The trade's coming in. The shorty's not going to find anything, but he actually gets sniped. But Soka finds 3 of his own. What a play from Soka. And once again, it's these heroics taking them into a huge round. The knife kill is, kind of normally a demoralizer here, but I think when then your Sova gets 3, it makes it feel okay. He's gonna go for the 4th here. Gonna try and take his peek. And they know kind of that he's on the site here, and Jax is able to trade him out. And out, that's their next round, and once again, it's a 3K from one of these players coming through. And Soka, I mean, he is on an absolute heater to start this map. 14-4 start out of the Sova here. He's looking lethal and winning almost every gunfight he's taking.
I mean, this guy's just on a tear. Your econ is starting to build back up. There's still a little spread, but I mean, you've got 7K and 5K at the top to work with. It's nothing to laugh at. You've got Degen with his breach ult coming up. On the other side, you have the retaliation breach ult, and you have the jet knives about to come up. So maybe if they break their econ, they could make something happen. But
and this will be an econ breaker if Jax's people can turn this around. UGA, a lot of the players below 1K, they're not going to be able to buy into this next round. But that's if they are able to lose. He's walking up towards this mid angle here. They're going to hear that out on the side of UGA. But then the drone is going to come and kind of let them know. As they take their walk into garage. But the breach ult's going to come in, and the enemy breach spell is able to respond. But Epoch's able to find the shot. The battle of 2 stunned people. And it sets up a 5v4 for them early. As a Neon, he wants to push out the smoke. I mean, he's begging for it. Instead, he's just going to take this 1v1. He's going to win it. But Tense is actually able to find one, but it's a 4v1, and now it's a tied game. They've won 4 consecutive rounds on this attacking side. They figured something out, and it's been these heroic 2Ks, 3Ks from their side of this player. I mean, Epoch maybe shouldn't have even gotten 1 with that stun fight happening. Instead, he's able to walk out with 2, and that's how you keep winning these rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm liking the bit of the pace differential we're seeing from Jax's people here. I mean, it's still a little bit of that slowed down play style, but it's really quick back into those rehits, or quick and decisive back into a different site hit. So I really like what I'm seeing from them right now.
And they've done a good job at shifting the pace, taking these rounds where they're executing with only about 30 seconds left. Also rounds like the last one where they're on the site quickly, they make a decisive play. And here we're doing back into this default. I think maybe understanding the eco of UGA here, as I believe they're on an eco round. Yeah, it looks like this secondary's come out. A stinger, we know how powerful a stinger can be. So, and then of course the jet knives. The jet knives are normally the key to winning rounds like this, if side's able to find anything with them. But Jax people all taking their walk onto A. UGA has picked the right site here. We'll see what they're able to find off of it. It's a full 5v5 with 54 seconds left in this round. It's going to be chaos onto the site whenever they choose to hit it. But for now, they're just going to take their time, trying to instill doubt, but it actually seems to be giving them even more confidence in what site they're about to hit here. Sova Dart's going to come in. That probably lets you know. Although the breach aftershock is going to do a great job at holding them off. And the side's able to find the first. Finds a second with those jet knives. Gets flashed out, but he's able to dash into the cage. They kind of have a read that there might be someone in this cage. But side's going to find his 3rd on the round. But Soka's able to shut that down. Degen makes the play, but Tense. And now it's a 1v2 on the side of Soka here. He's been the player for them. But I mean, he's not going to be able to get the spike down. And it's another Thrifty coming the way. These rounds that continue to shift the momentum. We saw at least
Last round before the switch.
I mean, you hear what it means to them. I mean, converting that Thrifty round, I think that's off the back of having the correct site read. And side, of course, coming huge with those jet knives that we said would be the differential in the round.
Yeah, I mean, again, we don't get to see an ace, not on broadcast. We just don't get to see it. I mean, you would think, the big thrifty round with the Jet Nox might be the one. Nope, not today. But from Jax's people, I think you have to have Jax on alert there to kind of instill doubt about, some kind of map space. It was just, there was nothing mid from Jax's people there.
Yeah. And then, I think also the problem, maybe not understanding the timings of walking up onto that A main angle. I mean, we saw the Omen just getting caught out, not even having his gun towards the Jet here. I think that was kind of ultimately their undoing. But right back into this round, the last round of this first half here, Jack's people looking for an even start to this series. See what they're able to find.
Out of charges.
Alright. They're gonna take their walk up towards A main, but Tense is actually gonna be able to find the opener onto A main, and then they're gonna back up. And the Tejo missile's back online, of course. And you can see what the game plan is with this Tejo. Use the missiles early and use them often. Try and get maybe 3 uses out of them if the round goes the full length. Down base, gonna way into the smoke. It looks like Jack's people might have an idea of this. Instead, gonna take his look towards A main. Swing out. It's not. Neither of them going to be able to convert the kill. He actually does end up jumping into the breach stun, or the neon stun. Sorry, and Soka's able to get the kill on him. A breach stun coming in here, but Isco actually finds one on the mid lurk, and that Cypher ult could come in huge for them. They know that they're all here, and Tense is able to pick up the kill. But Epoch and Degen are going to try and fight their way back into this round, but it's just Degen left. There's Degen left. He needs to get the spike down. He just doesn't have the time. Shorty comes through over 4K. And there were multiple rounds there where, I know that it's unlikely that you get the spike down in that situation, but I think you at least have to try. It's your only win con in a situation like that.
Yeah, if you're Jax's people, you don't hate how that happened to them.
Yeah.
The way you started, losing those first 2 rounds, you're not loving that, and then especially the 3 in a row. But I think coming out 7-5 is more than doable.
Yeah. I think that definitely a chance here, but you would love the pistol here to get this game back to a tie spot that we had it at round 10. We'll see what the idea is here from UGA. We saw the way their attack side went on this map the first time these two teams played. It's very methodical. We're going to clear out the angles, and then we're going to hit the site with not a lot of time left, but it will be beautiful the way that they do it. Let's see. We're going to see some slow pace early, and actually Jack's people are going to respond. They're kind of understanding maybe their win con here, taking an aggressive look onto A main. Everything coming in onto the C side, I think, kind of gives them the tell where they're going to be hitting. And it looks like we're going to be playing a full 5-on-5 retake here, as they're just going to try and ensure that they can't get into garage. Isco is going to take a walk up towards this mid angle, but he's going to maybe think better of it. And he's going to actually hear this towards it. And are they going to be ready for his angle here? But Epoch actually is able to find the kill. But the Jet is already on the side. But actually, Jax is going to find one onto the side as well. Jax finds his third. And then they are going to spot out the Omen as well. It's a 4v1 now onto the retake. And the Jet is there, but it would be a lot faster on the side here. And they are going to be able to convert this on the retake here. And that is a huge round for the side of Jax's people here, able to convert that pistol and lead us potentially to a tie game.
People, we have to remember what year it is. Let's put the frenzy down. It's just, I understand it sometimes, but Frenzy v Ghost, I'm taking the Ghost in that fight every time. But that's just a great timing through mid there. That's the kind of stuff you need to see.
It's like they understood their win con of take the space that they are going to give us. It limits the places they can be. We saw them take that early aggression onto A main. And this round, it's looking like they're going to play more conservative here, although they are still going to take those angle onto A main. But the attacking side is just going to walk up. Both teams with similar ideas on the eco. But the side actually is going to find the opener onto the Omen here. So then that makes this round a lot more questionable for the side of Jax's people. They're just going to be kind of sitting back here. Looks like the hit still kind of headed in this mid area. And Jax is gonna take his look down C long, try and clear that out. Yeah, once he sees there's nothing here, it kind of helps them be more secure in their positions on B and A, and D-Gen is actually going to be able to sit one down here. He's just holding this angle with the shorty, hoping for the walkout. Whereas side, it looks like, is maybe has an outlaw on an underway for himself. I mean, it looks like all signs are pointing towards this B side in the middle of the map. See if that's what they end up going for here.
30 seconds left.
So the dart comes through. Gonna kind of clear out B, but I mean, there's two people here. Although he does, D-Gen, I believe, is gonna try and peek out of this, and he's gonna be taken down by side. Coming in huge in these eco situations yet again. And it's a 4v3. 3v4 on the retake, but Soka is able to find one, but it's still a 2v3 for them here. With Epoch. XAJ is going to find the wallbang here, but it's still a 1v2. These trades keep coming through. It's just XAJ left, just Jax left. He's going to get on his camera.
Cage trigger.
He's going to just stick. Are they ready for this?
One enemy remaining.
Outlaw takes him down. And yet again, the thrifty, or at least this eco situation, won on the side of UGA. And it's been the momentum killer for Jack's people so far, losing these eco, or these anti-eco rounds.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to face side in a 1v1, especially not right after you get stunned. I mean, that's the one guy you don't want to see on the, no pun intended, the other side.
Yeah, the other side.
I mean, he's picking it up for his team right now. I mean, he's leading from the front.
Wait, hold on. Nice, back into this situation here. An 8-6 lead for them. Yeah. As they take their walk, look towards the seaside. Everything looking towards C here. Alright, and the spike gets put down onto the C site here. The retake gonna come in. It looks like the defender is gonna be slow onto this here. I mean, it's a full 5v5 retake situation onto the C site. Isco does find the opener here, and Zach's able to find one. And it's just not going to work out for this lower guns here.
One enemy remaining.
Epoch is going to be able to pick up one, but I mean, it's too little too late for them. It's going to end up being 9-6 here.
I mean, this is the momentum switch you need, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd like to see this from UGA, that they kind of stop the bleeding and they're kind of back in their rhythm, back in their step of things.
Yeah. I mean, once again, our thrifty round conversion end up being the differential potentially.
I mean, what an interesting take from them, though, to just kind of sit out on the site. The spike wasn't down. It's just kind of everybody's out here, and we're going to see what happens for a second.
We'll just see. What the idea is here, it's looking like slow play towards this A site. They're not going to be able to get it out. Intense is actually going to be able to pick up the kill with that aftershock placed. See if they're going to be able to find here. It looks like they're going to be instead headed towards that C site. potentially taking a walk over there. Defenders do have 2 people placed up, and Halo's actually going to be able to find one. Make it a 4v4 instead. But all of the attacking side headed towards C.
By this time.
And then the plant's going to come down on the C site.
Spike planted.
Here we go. Halo. Going to take his walk. All the way down C. They don't seem to privilege it. And the breach ult actually comes in to try to try and hold the retake back even further. But it's going to be Halo onto the side here. Is he going to be able to find anything? The paranoia comes in. And all the kills are coming through on the side of UGA, making it 10-6.
I mean, that's a great walkout by Halo, but that's one of those you have to hit. I mean, you have to either know that they're probably playing back because, you know, the Tejo's alive. The iPad kid himself, he's online. So you have to know that somebody's probably playing back long, at least the Tejo, maybe 2. And I think maybe you throw that paranoia earlier, you at least get yourself 1 and create more space for your team. But he had the right idea.
Yeah. I mean, and think about it, just 4 rounds ago, we were seeing, or 3 rounds ago, we were seeing Jax people play to tie this game on an anti-eco, and then instead the snowball has turned this into a 10-6 lead for the side of UGA here on their attack. They're going to end up taking this drone, just try and clear out any of these mid angles. It's not going to see anything for him. What he's trying to accomplish here. I mean, it's that very defaulty look once again for the side of UGA here. Again, it's not. Maybe trying to see if Jax people will try and push something. It's not happening for them though. And actually, it looks like the side of Jax people are going to start to get aggressive. And Zach though is able to find the spray through the smoke here. And Jax people looking for that eco round magic. We've seen UGA pull a couple times. Epoch is going to walk up onto the same main, but he's going to be taken out by side. And now the breach is behind them, but I don't know how much he's going to be able to put together here, especially with side aiming like this. He's actually immediately traded out, and it's just the Omen left from Halo. I think his TPN. And TPN. And the shorty comes through, and now it's 11-6. So it's starting to get out of hand here for the side of Jax's people.
Just let them try.
We'll see what the idea is here. It's looking like something similar. Trying to play slow, and we said that that's what to look out for. They love to play these slow things, clear out a lot of angles, make their execute, and it normally works out for them. And it looks like Jax people might be once again playing into this idea of this main aggression. Tejo drone's going to clear up all the way through A main. It's going to be their ability to walk up it, but instead actually going to choose maybe back up off of this. Oh, he just misses the off shot, does Isco, but he's immediately going to back up off of it. Halo's able to find the opener, but he's immediately traded out by Zach. Now side preparing to entry onto this B site. He's onto the side now. And he's actually a kill for the breach aftershock yet again. Sova ult coming through, and he's going to be able to find a kill off of it. Cypher ult comes through, along with the hop shot for Isco here. A 3v2 here for the side of UGA still. And the Omen ult is going to... But here we go, 2v3 retake. But it's just going to be side to shut them down. And that'll bring us to our first match point here on map 1. Trying to take an early lead is UGA.
I mean, like I said, you don't want side on the other side. You just, I mean, when you have a Neon running in like that, and he's like, I don't care, I'm going to face up, and I'm just going to make you swing me. and you're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose.
I mean, that's great individual talent to have, and I mean, yeah, he's having himself a game. 21-13. I'd be interested to see the amount of first bloods he has too. So, but I mean, Soka on the other side, he's doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
And we saw him with this hot start. Maybe teetered out a little bit, but that's just kind of been the side of Jax's people here. They haven't been able to put together these rounds more recently as they progress onto the C site. And they're gonna take their walk up here. Trying to put the game away right here with this execute. And Jax is going to find the opener. He's actually going to end up finding 2 on this angle. A third is going to attempt it. They're going to think better of it. And it's going to send him scrambling. Going to get tagged out by the Sova drone as well. Nothing going right here on the side of UGA, at least in this round. They are going to take their walk up towards B. Shoots the tripwire here.
All missiles away.
And still it's 3v5. They've still chosen to slow it down, even in 3v5, hoping that they could find a pick here. It wasn't able to come through for them. Oh, and Tense is actually going to be able to find one onto Halo. That could be their cue. They're way back into this round. They have an idea. Oh, and he's going to be fully blinded as well. What a flash coming through. They've evened this out at a 3v3. And now the Tejo ult's just going to really keep them off of this angle. 12-6, looking to put the game away right here. What do they have on the retake?
Standing ahead.
On the recon ball, it's going to reveal one. So now it's a 3v1 all of a sudden for the side of Zach. And he's going to be taken down. The retake comes through on the side of Jax's people. They're going to extend this game at least another round.
I mean, look, at this point, it's round by round. I mean, you know you can do it. You just have to make those little micro adjustments that can make all the difference in a game of milliseconds. That can be the difference between, your round or even stringing rounds together.
Yeah, I completely agree here. See what they're able to find. This could be the final round of the game here. Through.
Do you have an HG line connection?
I mean, the Tejo missiles come through early on the side. They're able to shoot the dart as well.
Oh, old school. Take flight. Is this also?
See the Tejo drone coming in.
It's just fancy CS.
Let's see what they're gonna find. Jump spot coming through on the side of Soka.
VLC player? Yeah. You're up.
Right, everyone headed towards, looking like the fight's gonna come in towards A main here. Right, everything coming in towards A here. Breach ult comes through. Here we go. Ace here. Comes through. Plant's gonna come down. Here we go. A 5v2 on the side of UGA here. Halo makes the play, potentially giving them a way back into this round. The shorty's gonna come in, but it's actually not gonna be able to convert the kill off of Epoch, keeping his life.
No more charges left.
And they're gonna end up backing up here. Halo does pick up the kill onto Isco. Halo finds his third, he finds a fourth! And Epoch is able to close it out! A 2v5 on the side of Jax's people here off the back of Halo, who once again can't give us our first ace of the broadcast.
I mean, he had to let Epoch get one. Just had to. But I mean, this is what you need out of Jackson's people. I mean, even if it doesn't mean a map win, it means a better feeling, better team cohesion going into the next map.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, plays like that, if you're UGA, that has to be the round that you win. That has to be the round that you convert.
Yeah, I mean, if you're UGA, you want to put this away as quick as possible. You don't want to give them even the feeling of a possibility.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to get into this round here. Any round could be the last. Okay. Oh, they get aggressive onto that swing there. He's actually stuck in these Tejo missiles. He's able to narrowly avoid it. And Tejo drone going to come in. And they fully spotted out this Neon here. See if they choose to do anything off of it. It actually looks like they might be backing up. Everyone chooses to back up. They actually do, I think, end up spotting that Cypher out on A main. He's going to end up backing up here. But Neon continuing to hold the C angle. They do find the pick into mid here. And it should be their cue, you would believe, to go. Although they seem to be maybe have called a pause in their round. Smoke's going to come in. I think maybe just trying to set up this execute. Do their due diligence, make sure it works out. Spray does come through here, but they shouldn't. Oh, they're not actually going to be able to get the spike down due to the breach ult. And the shot comes in by the way of Epoch, and once again it's a 4v4 now. And Degen actually finds one through the spray. Soko's able to shut one down, and it's a 4v2 for Jack's people once again in a disadvantageous spot, able to come through. Epoch makes it a 1v4 for Zach. He's full blinded. He's getting spammed through the wall.
10 seconds left.
TP's out. It's the slide. The Epoch chasing him down.
Epoch, why not?
The shorty.
Why not, Epoch? just give it to him.
You could tell he wanted that one. And that's 3 straight now, and that's going to actually end up cause a timeout for the side of side here on this UGA team. And I think it's a timeout that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a well-placed timeout. I mean, you could wait, see what happens, but I don't think you want to give them the chance. I mean, 12-9 doesn't always look that close when you just, glance up at the scoreboard, but it's a lot closer than 12-6.
Yeah, exactly. It was 12-6 just a few minutes ago, and we've already seen Jackson's people's ability to stack round upon round here, and they're going to need 3 more to take us into this overtime period.
I mean, look at this ult economy we have coming up. We have an Omen ult, whatever. But you have the Neon ult coming up in 1. You have a
Cypher ult up
You have
in
a
2.
Cypher ult up in 2. You have a Tejo ult up in 3 on the other side. Yeah. It's really leaning heavily towards Jax's people. I mean, you have the jet knives to work with, but it's not what you want to put your round on every time.
Well, yeah, but we did see what those jet knives were able to do on that thrifty round in the first half. See if something similar can happen. Looks like, will it even be the idea? Yeah, it looks like he was able to buy for 2 of his teammates. And he's going to run the jet knives into this, basically turning this into a full force buy for the side of UGA. But we'll see what they choose to push off of it.
Get out of my way!
And it looks like it's early towards A. He's already dashed onto the angle. Quickly into short. I mean, this is looking quick for them. But once again, we do this something quickly, and then we end up slowing it down. Epoch is holding an angle with this up, but he's actually not going to be able to find anything, but he re-swings into it and takes out base onto A main. No, I mean, the jet knives are still here. Just waiting for their moment. The spike down in A main. And Halo's able to find one off of his angle. TP's on the garage. I mean, what is the way back into this round if you're UGA? Maybe still those jet knives. Zach taking his walk up. He actually might be the one to find something. He does find one. So you expect the second onto the site. The Sova Dart will reveal that. And he is actually going to end up backing up off of this. I mean, the play, for all intents and purposes, we're still going to be heading towards the safe side here. They break the... He does get tagged by the camera, but he's going to... Oh, but he actually ends up missing the 9th kill, and XAJ is there to trade his teammate. A complete wide swing, but it's not going to end up working out for Epoch. And Intense able to find a huge one off of the spike tap. Spike isn't going to end up coming down here. A 2v2 for the side of UGA. And they're both going to back up onto this hell angle. It's Halo. He's going to take his walk main. That Sova Dart is going to be huge in spawning out Tense. I don't know if it was able to unveil the Omen too. Maybe you're not expecting both. What's the play here for them? Halo just takes his swing and he was expecting, but Soka is actually able to find both of them on his own swing, bringing himself to 24 and 11.
I mean, this guy can do no wrong at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, he has really stepped up big time for his team. We've seen him have some rounds yesterday, but I don't think we saw him exactly have a performance like 24 and 11 on this Sova.
And completely out of nowhere, but that's what you need in grand finals. You need your players who maybe weren't at the top of the leaderboard the whole time last time to step up huge, and that's exactly what's happening.
I mean, sometimes the first day of Volan is just not your day, and then you come back the second day and it's just you and the team across from you, and that's when you can really just put in work.
I mean, most of the teams didn't even get to see day 2 here.
Myself included.
Yes.
R.I.P. UTKY.
Sovadrona is going to spot out one. What will Soka try to do? I mean, you can tell he's feeling confident. Even though the intern had wanted to swing out of that smoke and see how many he could take, thinks better of it though. Tejo missiles are going to come in. The execute's actually going to come in. They don't really maybe realize how good they did at stopping Soka. Degen, he's in this cage. Oh, and Soka is just going to attempt to make something happen with the right click. It's not going to come to fruition. But Degen able to find a kill, finds 2 kills, one with the Aftershock, one with the Phantom. But Side able to even the odds, make it a 3v3. How does the retake come in? It starts with XAJ. And he's going to be able to find 2. But Side is still alive. Oh, but take him down, bringing us to the decisive round 24 from this 12-6 deficit.
I mean, we haven't talked about it much so far, but that's a huge play out of Jax. Exactly. I mean, just waiting for his timing. I mean, that's what we've talked about him for when we have talked about him, is his timing. So just being patient, waiting for that timing, catching one garage, throwing the ult, throwing the cage to make sure he doesn't, get himself traded out, and then being aware enough that, hey, someone's probably going to push me off this.
Exactly what he was ready for, and now it's let us exactly what we wanted. We wanted a banger map 1 here, and it's going to come down to this round 24. I mean, one of these teams trying to get one step closer to the grand finals,
This is a nice spot.
or one step closer to winning the grand finals. Sorry. Looks like that early Omen split coming into C long here from the attacking side. Just enabling them to walk up, potentially even executing off their own smoke. Yep, the breach ult comes in, the dash comes in. Onto the C site we go. And it's going to be quick from the side of UGA. They switch up the pace in this round. I mean, still a minute 15 left as the spike chooses to come in. And XAJ is going to be able to find one. They find the second. They find the third onto the round. Jax and Soka come through huge, but Isco brings them back into this. But it's going to require... Instead, it's Jax getting 4. What a round from him.
Jax said, you know what, it's 12-11. I'll go ahead and log back into the server. We'll make it happen.
And what more could you ask for? Yet again, these teams delivering on this Haven map, 12-12 for them.
I mean, again, like all weekend long, it's these momentum plays. Jax has himself 1 round. He says, you know what, why not 2?
Exactly. He strings together back-to-back huge rounds, gets himself to 20 kills as well. I mean, the story for Jax people though has been this Soka and Jax. I mean, they've played out of their minds, especially Soka. Only 12 deaths to go along with his top fragging 25 kills, but they still have to. One of these teams has to win 2 in a row here. See if they can. And we see the same play. I mean, at this point, if Jax's people were falling for those Tejo missiles breach stun, I would think they just didn't play the first half of the game. So it's not going to end up finding anything here. And they are going to kind of go into this defaulty look. Looks like the jump spot's coming out from the Omen, just trying to see if they show anything towards C. Oh, and he is gonna spot out one. That should be his cue when the smoke comes online. And Neon Wall actually is gonna come through. I think along with the breach stun, they're forcing out all of the Omen util here, and it's not gonna result for them. And the hit is coming up today, but it looks like Baze, I believe, could be the one to shut this down. Yeah, one finds one, but he's not able to. He finds the second, but he's not able to find anything else. It's still a 4v3 here. He needed 2 from that. He is going to find it though, and what a shot from Epoch onto Isco, making it a full 3v3 now. And Halo finds one spamming through the smoke. He's low though. It's by no means over. They do have to find magic on this retake. Yeah, Tense gonna hang on to this. But yeah, Epoch's able to find the shutdown. The breach ult comes online. The side still finds one with the operator. He finds one with the classic too. Oh my gosh, the falling right click is gonna find him. Oh, but he's not able to take it. I mean, that was an incredible try from side. Made that a lot closer than it had any right to be. But they are able to close out the round on the side of Jack's people, and they have their first match point of this game. Sorry.
I mean, side, my right click doesn't do that. I don't know what to tell you. For me, I would have gotten one pinky toe shot.
One leg shot.
But that's the difference in the caliber of players we're watching right now.
I mean, that an absurd play from side. There was no right for that round to end up being that close. But Jax's people, their chance to close out this map. UGA had 6 chances. They couldn't convert one. This is the chance on the side of Jack's people. Epoch is going to get smoked off of this angle. Maybe had a feeling. I mean, they've liked that C smoke thus far. But they're actually going to choose to take their walk up to C. The camera is going to spot out the Tejo. And that will enable the drone to come online. Going to be able to actually clear out a lot of that site for him. And that's going to be their cue to jump on. But they may not expect this. Well, from the Cypher here, Jax has taken his walk. They've kept the smoke online. I mean, the smoke is so good for the defenders here at controlling the site, forcing the attackers into an angle. Tejo missiles come through. The breach stun in the middle. I love the coordination there, but it is only going to result in one for them. Although they do end up going 2 for 3 here on the side of UGA. Isco finds one with the ult.
Spike planted.
Let's see what they're able to find. This paranoia could come huge for them. But the counter paranoia is great too. He's fully blinded. He's not going to be able to find anything. And we're headed to a second OC here.
I mean, that's just great util out of UGA right there. I mean, they use the Tejo drone, cover the whole right side of sight. They know Cypher's back sight. They don't exactly spot him out, so they have maybe an inkling of a feeling that, hey, he could be behind the smoke that's kind of decided to stay up the entire time. So maybe we should use some util there, but that's a great Tejo breach combo.
I mean, yeah, using those Tejo missiles, forcing him into that spot with just the breach stun to hit him, I mean, it worked out beautifully for them, and they were able to find the rest of the kills to close out the round, and we go again. Oh, these teams allergic to winning match point situations thus far. We've seen, I believe, 7 go unanswered. Now, once again, it's that slow play from Jack's people, taking their time with this. And they're choosing to now exit A main here. Joining D-Gen. What are they trying here? Side. I believe opping onto this angle. We'll see if they're able to spot it out. They are not. Side is able to find one onto that window, I believe, and he's able to get down. Well, 3 of them onto this angle here. I think they have an idea. And actually, I believe it's all 4 of them. Waiting for a peek, I would assume, but yeah, eventually soon going to decide. Break the trip. It's go time for them, but they don't expect Isco to be so close. He just immediately shuts down. And Isco is full blinded, but he is going to swing out of this, take his time, and Soka is able to find him. But it's a 1v4 for Soka. I mean, how do you try and fight onto this? You're gonna have to do something miraculous here. And eventually, just gonna have to decide when to plant the spike.
10 seconds left.
Oh, but that's not ready for them. And that's a clinical round one for UGA, setting up their, I believe, 7th match point of this map. Is this going to be the one that they're able to convert on the attacking side? Yeah, we see Side headed his way towards 30, sitting on 29. Soka has 15 deaths through 27 rounds. I mean, he's done an amazing job at being their anchor, staying alive when they need him to, and getting these huge kills. We'll see what they're able to find here.
Drone going out.
Early drone towards garage, going to kind of clear out all of that space and spot out the Sova. And Side's going to take off of that. And the drone is so good at being able to give them this space here, and the smoke's going to come online. And they respond with a smoke of their own onto the C site. But it's all part of the plan for UGA, as they're going to then take their walk back. But are they going to be ready for what's waiting for them on entrance? They're sitting here, they're waiting, being cautious for some level of aggression here. They're going to clear out these angles. And Epon misses the op shot. You can't afford to miss there. 14 to 13 now. Isco hits the shot, and now it's a 3v5. They're gonna have to retake on this 3v5. Like, we saw them be so good in these spots earlier in the half, but they're gonna need another miracle. They're gonna need big time shooting. I mean, they have the guys alive to do it, but they're not ready for this flank from Isco. He walked all the way into their spawn, and now he's gonna back up beautifully.
Last player standing.
Soka is shut down by Zach. It's just a 1v5 now for DJim. Able to find the first one. Gonna hit the reload. And he shuts him down. And that's map 1 for UGA. Then take the first, and they go to tournament point here with their taking a map 1.
I mean, if you're Epoch, you want that one back. You want to do it all over again and wait half a second. I mean, it's a great positioning from him, and I like that he has the op and he's on the Yoru with legs. I mean, you can't ask for a better position to possibly get 1 or 2 and then get out for your team. But it's just one of those mistiming plays, and they happen. But it's one of those that you would really like to have back, especially in a grand finals.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to take a quick break here. I think now that map 1 is over, we'll be back for map 2, though. We'll see you guys in just a second.